So now hexadecimal number system. We had seen what are the different types of systems we had seen? Decimal, binary, correct? Now we are going to look into hexadecimal system. It's a fantastic thing. Trust me, guys. It's a fantastic thing. Try to understand this. It's very simple, okay? But this was fantastic. Trust me. So if you look into the hexadecimal system, uh, everything. So it contains 16 distinct digits starting from 0 till the F. So that means your 0 is represented as 0, 1 is represented as 1, and 9 is represented till 9. You see, it's represented as 9. But when it comes to 10, it has been represented as A, 11B, 12C, 13D, 14E, and 15 is F. As simple as it is. How many digits you basically see in the hexadecimal number system? 16, starting from 0 till F. Till F. F15 is F. Okay. Because see, if I represent 10 as 10, then this will become 1 0. Correct? Am I right or wrong? There will be no difference here. 1 0 is again a 1 0 kind of a thing, right? So that's the reason they are given A for 10 and 15 is being represented as F. That's how it is. Right? It's as simple as it is. So now, if you look into a decimal to hexa number conversion, this is how it looks like. So you have 24. What is the base of decimal? It's always 10. Right? Now, what is the base of hexadecimal system? It says it's basically 16. That will be it's same as your binary, correct? So when you converted your decimal to binary, what is your divisor? 2, correct? Here it is always 16, as simple as it is. That means you will take 254, and what is the nearest thing that I can basically get for this 254 is, with the 16 is 16 into 15 is 240. Okay, now my quotient will become 15, correct? And the remainder is 14. Okay, now you take 16 here. 15 is less than 16, correct? So 16 into 0 will be 0. Your quotient will become 0 now, because this is what you multiplied this number with, 16 with. So this will become 0. What is the remainder? 15. Now you just now convert this into hexadecimal. What is the hexadecimal for 14? It is E, as simple as it is. What is the hexadecimal? Sorry, what is character? What is the digit for 14? 15? Yes. Right from down to the bottom, it is going to be FE. Representation of 254 in hexadecimal is FE. As simple as it is. Is it clear to everyone? So this is called most significant bit, and this is called least significant bit. As simple as it is. Whatever you see in the bottom is called most significant bit, and whatever you see in the top is called least significant bit. And you just need to write from most significant bit to the least significant bit. That is going to be FE. As simple as it is. Is that clear to everyone? As simple as it is. So your divisor will always be 16 in the hexadecimal representation. You take the decimal number, there's going to be the dividend. Now you just need to do the division, like the nearest possible multiplier would be 15. So 16 into 15 is 240. So 240 minus 254 is 14, and the quotient will become 15 because you are multiplying this with 15. And now you always take the remainder as this. Sorry, you have to take the until this quotient becomes 0. You have to keep repeating the steps, correct? So now this will be becoming the dividend, and the divisor would be 16. So dividend is less than the divisor. That means you will multiply this with 0. So the quotient will become 0. The remainder is 15, and this is called as an most significant bit, and this is called as the least significant bit, right from down to the bottom. That means most significant bit to the least significant bit. So it's going to be F and E. This is what it is. Let's look into another example to understand this better. So So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I need to convert it into an hexa. So now what should I need to do? So the divisible still remains 16, correct? And the dividend is 1, 2, 3, 4. The nearest possible multiplier I would find is 77, which is 1, 2, 3, 2. Now the quotient will become 77 and the remainder is 2. The remainder is like you take this number and subtract this, correct? This minus this is this, basically. Are you getting it? Okay. So now again, is this equal to 0? No, correct? It's not 0. So still again take this quotient. Now this will become dividend. Now 16. What could be the nearest multiplier I could find in 16 for 77? It would be 4. Because 16 4s are 64. Okay. Now 64 minus 77 will become 13. Now quotient is the multiplier. Correct? It's going to be 4. Now take this 4. Now is 4 less than 16? So now your quotient, your multiplier would be 0. So now 16 into 0, 16 is 0. 16 into 0 is 0. And now quotient had become, because this is a quotient, correct? Now what is the remainder? 4. Now if you write from bottom to the top, it's going to be 4D2 because 13 is represented as D, correct? If you go back to the chart, 13 is represented with D. Okay. So this is MSB called most significant bit. You have to take from bottom to the top. When you are writing this hexadecimal number, you should start from the most significant bit. That means the least. The bottom, that the last row. You have to go and you have to start writing from bottom to the top. That is 4D2. The 4D2. So now let's take this. This is going to be very interesting. Now you have 25.625. I need to convert this into. Okay. Okay. Now take the integer part. The integer part is 25, correct? This is called as a floating point number, where you call this as a precision. This is called as an integer part and this is called as a precision. You need to take 25, which is the integer part. You apply the same steps, correct? It's going to be 1 and 9. Okay. Now you have which is the precision part, correct? 625. Now you need to take the 625 and you need to multiply that with 16. You need to multiply that with 16. So you need to take 0.625 and multiply it with 16. The result is 10 hexadecimal bit for 10 is. So that means when you multiply 0.625 with 16, so that means let's do this calculation. 0.6625 into 16. Going to be 10. See this? It is what? 10. Now what is the equivalent for 10 in the hexadecimal number system? It is A. So it's 19.19.8. As simple as it is. Do you guys get this? It's as simple as it is, correct? So you have an integer, you will take the integer part as it is. You will take the integer part, you will follow the same steps. And you will represent that in 1, 9, like this. Now you have this fraction part, correct? This fraction part, which is 0.625. You have to take this and multiply it with 16. So this will be 10. Now what is the representation of 10 in hexadecimal? A. It's 19.A. Where? It's going to be basically, the dividend is going to be 9 and this is the 9, correct? It should be ideally, I think I didn't write it properly. So that's the reason why this should be 9 ideally. Yeah. Sorry for that. should be 0. 9 minus 0 is basically 9, but not. No. Hold on. Sixteen minus 25 is how much? No. Sorry, this had confused you. Here the dividend should be 1, correct? Because my multiplier is how much? 16. This should come here, not 9. See, this should come here, correct? So now 1 minus 0 is 1 only, correct? Are you following it? So I took this and I put it over here, but I have to take this and I need to put it over here, correct? Because I need to take a multiplier and then I need to keep it over here. Are you guys following what I'm saying? This is wrong basically. Is the same? Yeah. So I was taking this and putting over here, right? So that's the reason this is 4. Is that clear? In the same way, I have to take this and I need to put it over here. So now this is 1, correct? It's 1, 9. Is that clear to everyone? So now let's take this. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 dot 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 we already know it's 4d2. When you calculate it, we already done it, correct? In the previous slide, it's 4d2. We already looked at it. But now you have the fraction part, which is 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you have to take 5, 6, 7, 8. You need to multiply this with 16. Okay. Now 9. It is going to be 9.1248. Now you need to take 9, which is a whole number part, and take that as it is. Now you still have 0.1248, correct? See this? 0.1248. Again multiply this with 16. Now you will get 1.99968. Now you take the whole number from it and again take the fraction part, which is 0.9968 into 16. Now this time it is going to be 15.94484. Okay. Again take this fraction part, which is 0.9488 into 16. So now 15.8.0 and take the fraction part. Sorry, the whole number part. Leave the fraction part. How many bits we have? It's gonna be what? It's gonna be approximately 91FF. You can still do it, correct? You can still take this and you can do the steps. But if you feel okay, I just need you have to stop it somewhere, correct? You cannot be keep doing this exercise. So I had stopped at the fourth thing, which is at 0.19FF. So it's keep giving FF only again. You take this again 0.18088, again it will give you F. You do it by 16, it will again give you somewhere around F only. So I had stopped it over here. So the representation is 4D2 for 1, 2, 3, 4 and 91FF for 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it clear to everyone? This is how you need to do. So for the integer part, you do division of 16. For the fraction part, multiply by 16, as simple as it is. For for integer part, the whole number part, divide by 16 until the quotient will reaches to 0. The fraction part, you need to multiply by 16 and take the whole number every time, as simple as it is, and write it as it is. This is how you convert the floating point number. We call them as a floating point number because you have a floating point, correct? So floating point numbers like this. That means you take an integer part, divide it by 16 until the quotient becomes 0, and take the fraction part. Fraction part is nothing but this, 0.5678, and multiply that by 16. As it keeps giving you the F, you stop there. You don't go or you proceed. You don't proceed more than that. Because this will be keep continuing. Again, it will be keep giving you the F continuously. So you stop it here. So it's going to be 0.19FF. So or what you can do is, how many fractions I have over here? How many floating points I have? 4. So it reached 4, correct? Stop it there. Is it clear? So now hexadecimal to binary. So hexadecimal to binary is a 4-bit representation, as simple as it is. For 0 it's going to be 00000, and for 1 it's going to be 0001. For 2 it's going to be 0010. It's like you take 3 bits till 7 it's going to be 01111, correct? Again you need to add 1 to the most significant bit, that over here, then it will become 100000. Then for 9 it's going to be 1001. For 10 it's going to be 1010. Like that, for 15 you take, it's going to be 111111. Whereas the most possible number that you can basically represent with 4 bits is 15. That means 2 to the power of 4 minus 1. 2 to the power of 4 is how much? 16. Minus 1 is 15. So it's going to be 11111. It is going to be 15. Are you guys following what I'm saying? Are you guys following it? So if you convert your hexadecimal to the binary, this is how this looks like. It's as simple as it is. So converting from hexa to the binary, this is how it looks like. Isn't it simple? It's so simple, correct? So this is your decimal number, this is your hexadecimal number, and this is your binary. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll take this in the next session.